So it's been 3 months now since all the hype around the folding phones have died out, whatever new launches were supposed to be have happened, and now is the time when you start to realize whatever was launched in a few months, was it really worth the money that is being spent, or if it's worth the money that you might want to spend. And hence, after 3 months of having the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6, it is our time to tell you if this phone is going to be worth your money, and if there's something that you need to wait for at the end of the year, or possibly wait for the Fold 7. This is Aurelius from TCI, and this is our long-term review of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6. The design has really aged well on the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6, not because it's been with me for the last 3 months, but overall, over the different generations that the phone has been through, the 6 generations, it's really evolved itself into a much more compact, much more lighter design. And I will say this is because I've had the older Samsung Galaxy Fold 3. If I compare the Fold 3 and the 6 now, there's a huge leap in difference, obviously because there are 3 years of difference, but not just that. Now, when I bought the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3, waited 3 years because I wanted Samsung to perfect the product, which they did. For me, Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 was a perfect foldable phone because it felt nice in my palm. It also opened up to a very beautiful display. The camera which was on top was hidden because of the screen. It was not the best camera sensor which is behind the main screen, but not bad. It did the job well. And it was just a perfect device. I waited 2 more iterations, and then now we have the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6. With the Fold 6, there is a lot that has gone into this phone as compared to the previous 2 generations, because this phone is now shorter, it's lighter, it fits or it closes much more compact as compared to the Fold 3 or any of the previous 3 phones or 5 phones in this generation. And also the crease is slightly better on the Fold 6 as compared to the previous 5 generations. That doesn't mean it's not there. On a daily usage, you tend to feel it when you're using it, but quite honestly, over the last 3 months, I've sort of got used to it. Unless somebody does ask me about it, I don't really remember that there is a small crease here between the display, but overall, it's just beautiful. And it's a talking point for a lot of people, not the crease, but the phone. It feels so nice. Even if it's open, I'm able to hold it with just 2 of my fingers. It's nice and compact. It's more squarish right now. And we also have a much more usable display on the outside, which again, I like is because you can just use it with 1 finger. Now, how many phones can you say that? There are phones which have triple screens or triple folds. There are phones with larger outside displays or the external displays, but then you still have to hold the phones in both your fingers or both your hands and then operate it. But that's the advantage that I get with the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6 is because when I want to use both my hands, I have a larger surface area to play around with. But when I'm feeling lazy, I can use every function of the phone just with 1 hand. 1 hand operation is just much more easier to move around, navigate around anywhere on the phone. And I'm not the only one who says this. If I had to just randomly call one of the people or one of my friends who just recently bought a phone and ask him what is his favorite feature, maybe he'll say the same thing. Let's test it out.
Hello.
Hey bro.
Hey Oli.
What's up?
Alright.
Hey, I was shooting a video for the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6, and
nice.
yeah, you've also recently bought one, right?
That's right.
Okay, can you tell me, give me a quick summary of why did you buy this phone over any other Fold?
Okay, so I've used the Fold 4 earlier. I tried my hands on the and even on but the best part that I liked about the Fold 6 was the main thing I would say is the way it fits in your hand, the way your fingers grip around the phone. Basically, I bought the phone to use as a fold, but honestly, I love the way it feels even when the fold is closed. That's one. Secondly, when the fold is open, the phone is so sleek that making presentation or Excel sheets on the fold is a different experience altogether.
So that's one factor I didn't think about. But yeah, Thank you so much, Rahul. To continue and summarize this, I was not far off from what I said. I fell in love with the phone because of the way it fits in my hand and how it feels. And that's one random friend of mine who is also validating the same thing. And ask anybody about the phone. Whoever has felt this in your hand, they're going to love how it feels. The two areas that you keep looking at the phone is the outside display and the main foldable display. And man, are they gorgeous. They're both 120 Hz, because of which everything on the phone feels really crisp. And it's Samsung, so they tune the displays in such a way that they look vibrant irrespective of which light you're in, low light or outdoors. They look really neat. And quite honestly, that's been one of the talking points for a lot of people, because the wallpapers that I have are mostly the pictures that I've clicked. They look stunning on this device as compared to any other device that I've used. And it sort of gets people to have a conversation about the phone, ask more about the displays, how's the usability. And for the last 3 months that I've been using it, not just to look at the wallpapers, but content consumption on this device is amazing. When I speak about content consumption, that also equally relates to the battery. Yes, I have been getting about 1 day if I use the phone extensively with calls, content consumption, browsing on the internet, music. But if I have a screen on time of about 5.5 hours, which is still quite a lot throughout the day, I am able to get 1.5 days of usage out of a fold device, which has 2 displays, 5 cameras, which I seldom use, but yeah, unless I'm making video calls. But for the powerhouse of a phone that it is, it's brilliant battery backup that I've received. And then are the speakers. Yeah, if you're using the speakers as well, they're quite loud, they're crisp. So even your audio calls are quite clear. Now, with the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6 and the 5, the biggest upgrade has been with Samsung AI. How has Samsung AI helped me using this phone better? Let's talk about that. AI has been one of the biggest marketing tools that companies have used worldwide when they were talking about their tech products. And why not? It's because it's one of the biggest trends in rise right now. Everything that you own will have AI right now. Even the Samsung Galaxy Buds come with AI. So how has Samsung fared with AI on the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6? Now, the AI or Samsung Galaxy's AI is also available on their older generation of phones or the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which was launched earlier this year. That being said, nothing has been compromised, or it doesn't feel like it's a half-baked product. Oh yes, we do have a long road ahead when it comes to AI. There's a lot more refinement that is required. But with the features that we currently have, which are as standard on the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6 and the Neo models, it's fun to have them. Quite honestly, I don't use all the features on my day-to-day basis, like call assist, chat assist, but when I do use them, they're just amazing to watch how AI has been able to make my life easier with the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6. For instance, I can have a live call with somebody over the phone. They will be notified that I'll be using a translator, and they will be able to hear the language that I speak and translate it into their native language or their language. And I, on the other hand, will be able to hear everything that they are saying in the language of my preference. For instance, I have somebody who is on the call or who is speaking Russian to me, which I don't understand. The phone will translate for me. What I speak to him in English will be translated on the other side in Russian, and what he speaks to me in Russian will be translated by the phone to me in English. That is done on live call. Apart from that, the gimmick that is there is what you can do with your images right now. You can draw something, just sketch out something randomly for the phone. The phone will draw that object for you, and it will also give you multiple options of choosing whichever one you want, make corrections, add it to your frame. You can also take out objects which are not really necessary for you in the image, which can be taken out. It was previously done as well, but it's much more refined now. The other features that I also use on instances is how it's able to interpret or take a summary of a meeting for me. I can just leave the phone recording, and we've done this on multiple occasions where the meeting has ran for about an hour and a half, and it has transcribed maybe 80 to 85% of the whole meeting properly. Sometimes there were some weird sounds that were captured and that came up as subtitles, but it was entertaining to see, nevertheless, to have something like that transcribed. So, not bad. You also have other features which are baked into your health assist. Now, that's one of the features that I have been looking for with respect to the health assist, is because health is something that Samsung and many other manufacturers are focusing quite well. And with the Samsung Galaxy Ultra watch, they have gone in extensively into this whole realm. It's not like they were not doing this before, but now having AI baked into your watches, your phones, even your earbuds, it's sort of being a game changer in itself. Now, we do have a video for the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra, which is dropping in soon, so we'll talk about that. We also have done for the Samsung Galaxy Flip 6, which has also been one of the devices that we have been using, not that extensively since I have the Fold, because I prefer that. But while I did have the Fold, this device was always in my pocket because it's so compact, I could just have it anywhere. So how would I like to summarize this video of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6 after using it for 3 months? Well, if you're a person who's out there for their first foldable device, or if you're out there not wanting to think twice when it comes to money, this is one device you will not regret buying. Look at me, I've had the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 for the last 3 years and I've not regretted owning it until now, since I had the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6, because I see how significant of an upgrade this phone would be as compared to that. And it's justifiable spends, because it's a huge spend that will be there. Yes, the phone will be with you for a long time. If you're worried about the hinge, no. 6 generations of perfection right there for you. Much more sleeker, much more lighter, usable camera sensors, 10, 12, 50 as main sensors, 10 here as a selfie. And there is a 4 megapixel under display camera, which is right there, which you can't really use for selfies, but yeah, for meeting calls, that's sort of usable. Processor, your GPU, your RAM is not gonna slow down anytime soon on this phone. 3 years of usage on this, I can guarantee this is going to be a long haul for you guys. So yeah, it's a good package to spend on, it's a good device to own, and it's a perfect design or perfect phone for your palm indeed. This is Aurelius signing off from the Cornea Impression, and this has been the long-term review of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 6.